Remington filed for bankruptcy in 2020. Most gun owners think that was the end of the story. It was not. Remington's rebuilt the brand from the ground up with a $100 million factory in Georgia, and almost nobody outside the industry has caught up to what they are now building. Today we are counting down the 5 best Remington 308 rifles money can buy right now. Number 1 on this list borrows a piece of engineering straight off a military rifle, and it solves a failure most hunters have lived through without ever knowing why it happened. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 5 is the Remington 700 BDL, chambered in .308. This rifle matters because it launched the same year as the Model 700 itself, 1962, and it is still in production today. The BDL was never a budget afterthought. Remington built 2 configurations from day one, the ADL and the BDL, and the difference came down to one part. The BDL got a hinged floor plate. That single design choice split the lineup into 2 distinct customer bases for the next 6 decades. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The floor plate was not just a convenience feature. It let hunters drop a loaded magazine in seconds without cycling rounds through the chamber, a detail that mattered far more in the field than it ever did on a spec sheet. Remington paired that floor plate with a higher grade stock, and the BDL became the configuration most hunters picture when they hear the words Model 700. This rifle carries a 22-inch barrel, a 4-round hinged magazine, and a weight just under 8 pounds. The stock is high-gloss American walnut with a Monte Carlo comb, cut checkering, and a black 4-end cap. Compare that to the entry-level ADL, which uses a blind magazine with no floor plate at all. The BDL still relies on the same 3 rings of steel receiver design every Model 700 has used since 1962. Here is the trade-off. Recent production runs replaced the externally adjustable X-Mark Pro trigger with a fixed trigger set around 4 pounds. Shooters who want a lighter, adjustable pull now have to send it out or install an aftermarket trigger themselves. That matters if you compete or shoot off a bench. It matters far less if you are still hunting whitetail from a tree stand at 60 yards. This rifle is built for the traditionalist, someone who wants a classic walnut stock, a proven action, and zero interest in chasing the latest synthetic trend. Next up is a rifle that took the same legendary action and cut it down, half an inch shorter, for a reason that changes everything about how it carries in the field. Number 4 is the Remington Model 7, available in the bottomland and stainless HS precision configurations. This rifle matters because it is not a smaller version of the Model 700. It is a deliberately re-engineered platform, built for hunters who hike farther than they shoot. Remington introduced the Model 7 in 1983 as a compact, short-action rifle chambered in .308 class cartridges. The receiver runs half an inch shorter than the standard Model 700 short-action, a cut that saves weight and speeds up the cycle time on every bolt throw. Law enforcement and backcountry hunters both took notice of how much faster this rifle handled compared to its full-size sibling. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything. Remington did not just shrink the receiver. The ejection port was extended to 2.625 inches, longer relative to the shortened action, giving spent brass more room to clear the action without hanging up. Most shooters never notice this detail until they run a rifle that lacks it and feel the difference on a fast follow-up shot. The bottomland version carries a 16.5-inch carbon barrel, threaded for a suppressor, wrapped in a mossy oak camo synthetic stock. Overall length comes in at 34.25 inches, and bear weight sits at exactly 6 pounds. The stainless HS Precision variant trades that for a 20-inch stainless barrel and an HS Precision composite stock built around an aluminum bedding block, still holding weight under 6 pounds. Compare that to the BDL we just covered, at nearly 8 pounds, and the difference in carry comfort on a long stock becomes obvious. The trade-off here is heat. That thin sporter profile barrel heats up fast. Run 5 rounds in rapid succession without letting it cool, and shots 4 and 5 will often drift half an inch to a full inch off your original point of impact. The lightweight also means .308 recoil hits harder and snappier than it does on a heavier rifle, something worth knowing before you mount glass and expect a soft shooting experience. This rifle is built for the hunter, who prioritizes mobility over comfort at the bench. Someone hiking steep terrain or pushing through thick brush will never wish for a heavier gun. Next up is a rifle built to law enforcement specifications, one that traded portability for a thick barrel and a stock most hunters assumed was too soft for serious accuracy work. Number 3 is the Remington 700 SPS Tactical, built around the standards of law enforcement and tactical marksmanship. This rifle matters because it puts a heavy contour barrel into a package civilian hunters can actually afford and carry into the field. The SPS designation stands for Special Purpose Synthetic, and Remington designed this configuration to bridge tactical performance with everyday usability. Police departments and tactical shooters adopted similar heavy barrel Model 700 configurations for decades before this version reached civilian shelves, at a fraction of the cost of a custom build. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The heavy contour barrel is not just about durability. Extra steel mass pulls more heat away from the bore during sustained strings, which limits the kind of heat-induced point of impact shift you just heard about on the Model 7. That same mass also shifts the balance point back toward the shooter, which makes the rifle feel steadier when swinging through tight cover. This rifle carries a 20-inch heavy contour barrel chambered in .308, a 4-round hinged magazine, and weighed around 7.5 pounds. The stock is Hogue overmolded rubber in a ghillie pattern, built around dual-point pillar bedding that locks the action in place. Compare that to the Model 7 at 6 pounds, and you can feel the difference the moment you mount this rifle off a bipod versus carrying it up a ridge. Here is the trade-off. That soft Hogue overmold, while excellent for grip in wet or cold conditions, can flex slightly under heavy bipod pressure or a hard sandbag rest. When the forend bows even slightly, it can contact the free-floated barrel and shift point of impact. Serious bench shooters often solve this by upgrading to an aluminum bedding block stock, but most hunters will never load the forend hard enough to notice. This rifle is built for the shooter who values sustained accuracy over a long-range session, someone training at the bench as much as hunting in the field. Next up is a rifle built for the traditionalist who never gave up on walnut, wrapped around a steel design so strong it earned its own nickname nearly 70 years ago. Number 2 is the Remington 700 SPS Stainless, the weatherproof workhorse that carries forward a design lineage. Remington started decades ago with the BDL stainless synthetic. This rifle matters because it puts genuine all-weather durability into the Model 700 lineup without the price tag of a premium custom build. Remington built the SPS Stainless to serve hunters who spend entire seasons in rain, snow, and saltwater coastal air, conditions that destroy a blued barrel in a single trip if neglected. The special-purpose synthetic platform already proved itself with the SPS Tactical you heard about earlier. Remington simply swapped the metalwork to stainless steel and aimed this configuration squarely at hunters who refused to babysit their rifle after every hunt. Here is what most people miss about this gun. The barreled action is machined from 416 stainless steel and finished with a bead-blasted matte texture, not a polished or glossy stainless look. That texture matters because a shiny stainless rifle reflects light and spooks game, while the bead-blasted finish kills glare in the field while still resisting corrosion at the same level as a polished barrel. Remington also plates the internal fire control components for added rust resistance, a detail almost nobody outside a gunsmith ever notices. This rifle carries a 24-inch barrel chambered in .308, a 4-round hinged floor plate magazine, and weighed around 7.25 pounds. The stock is a synthetic, ergonomically designed shell, built for abuse rather than appearance. Compare that to the SPS Tactical's 20-inch heavy contour barrel, and the Stainless trades some handling speed for the longer barrel's flatter trajectory and added velocity at distance. Here is the trade-off. That stainless finish protects the metal, but the basic synthetic stock lacks the pillar bedding and dual-point support found on the Tactical and SPS variants built for sustained accuracy work. Hunters who push this rifle hard off a bipod at the range may notice slightly more flex than a bedded stock allows, though for field shots inside 200 yards, it makes no practical difference. This rifle is built for the hunter, who treats weather as an afterthought rather than a planning concern. Someone hunting coastal marshland or mountain rain without a second thought about rust. Next up is a rifle built for the traditionalist, who never gave up on walnut, wrapped around a steel design, so strong it earned its own nickname nearly 70 years ago. You have waited long enough. Here it is, the Remington 700 Alpha 1 Hunter, RemArms' flagship factory custom rifle, and the clearest statement of where this company is headed after its rebuild in Georgia. The Alpha 1 represents a complete modernization of the Model 700 platform, built to compete directly with custom shop rifles that used to cost thousands more. RemArms engineers reworked nearly every mechanical interface on this rifle, from the bolt to the extraction system to the way the action seats inside the stock, while keeping the core 3 rings of steel receiver that has defined this platform since 1962. Here is the engineering decision that changed everything. The Alpha 1 ditches the traditional C-clip extractor for a claw-style extractor borrowed directly from the M16 platform, integrated right onto the bolt lug. Most hunters have never even considered that an extractor design from a military rifle could solve a problem on a bolt-action hunting rifle, but it does. That claw extractor pulls spent brass with significantly more force than the old C-clip ever could, which matters most in cold weather, when fouling and stiff brass make extraction failures more likely. A failed extraction in the field at first light is not an inconvenience. It is a missed shot on the only buck you will see all morning. This rifle carries a 22-inch medium sporter barrel with spiral fluting and 5R rifling, a 4-round internal magazine, and weight around 7.4 pounds. The stock is premium carbon fiber from AG Composites with a speckled gray finish, and the trigger is a Timney Elite Hunter adjustable from 2 to 4 pounds. Compare that to the CDL at 7.5 pounds with walnut, and the Alpha 1 sheds weight through material science rather than cutting barrel length. Compare it again to the SPS Tactical's fixed Timney trigger, and the Alpha 1's adjustable pull gives the shooter direct control the tactical configuration simply does not offer. Here is the trade-off, and it is a real one. The tolerances between the bolt lug and the receiver raceway are cut tighter than any other rifle on this list, which is exactly why this rifle shoots the way it does. But that tight fit can turn stiff and gritty in freezing temperatures, and the extended internal magazine demands careful seating of long ammunition, or rounds can nose down and jam on the way into the chamber. This is the rifle for the hunter who wants the closest thing to a custom build without paying custom shop prices. Someone willing to learn the rifle's quirks in exchange for accuracy the rest of this list cannot match. In field testing, the Alpha 1 produced 5 shot groups under 3/4 of an inch at 100 yards, with premium ammunition, tighter than the CDL's typical performance, and well ahead of the SPS Tactical's already strong numbers. The claw extractor alone justifies the top spot, solving a real-world failure point that every other rifle on this list still carries. Add a carbon stock, an adjustable match-grade trigger, and the tightest accuracy ceiling in the entire lineup, and the Alpha 1 Hunter earns the #1 position, not through marketing, but through documented mechanical improvement over every Remington 308 on this list. 5 rifles, 1 cartridge, and 1 clear takeaway. RemArms proved that price does not dictate accuracy anymore. From a 60-year-old walnut classic all the way up to a factory custom flagship. Which one of these 5 would you actually carry into the field this season? The BDL, the Model 7, the SPS Tactical, the CDL, or the Alpha 1 Hunter? Drop your pick in the comments and tell us why. As always, check your state and local laws before any firearm purchase and confirm specs directly with RemArms before buying. Subscribe if you want firearms breakdowns built on verified specs and documented history, not marketing copy. We will see you in the next one.